Good morning. Hello, Tia. Okay, so first we'll practice. And I guess today, since Galen and Tia are going to be leaving at 10, uh, we'll change the order a little bit. We'll practice a shorter amount of time, and then we'll look at last week and maybe try to do something new. All right, so let's see. We'll look now from the second section. So from cross hands. Okay. Embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Roll back. Press. Push. Fist under elbow. Step back. Repulse monkey. 1, 2, 3. Diagonal flying. Raise hand and step forward. White crane. Spreads wings. Left knee brush. And push. Needle at sea bottom. Fan through the back. Turn. And chop with fist. Parry, block, and punch. Step forward. Grasping the bird's tail. Forward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. Now, we didn't get very far. We did cloud hands. 1, 2, 3. Single whip. Okay, so let's do it from here, and I'll watch you do it. I'll do it one time with you, then I'll watch you do it. So from fan through the back. Okay. Turn and chop with fist. Parry. Parry, block, and punch. Step forward, grasping the bird's tail. Forward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Just go to there. Let me see you do that. From fan through the back. Okay. Turn and chop with fist. Back and turn. Back. Protect your head. Chop with fist. And then ends up with left hand. Okay, stop. Okay, look at me from this direction. You watch me. Back, turn, protect your head. Right hand in front of your stomach, back, make a fist, chop, strike. Okay, let me see you do it. Okay. Back, turn, circle your hands, chop, and strike. Okay, again. Okay, back, turn and circle your hands, left hand up, back, make a fist, step and chop, strike. Again. This hand's striking out here. Back, turn, and circle. Good. Back, make a fist. Step and chop. Strike. Okay, you do it. Do it on your own now. Back and turn. Chop. Strike. Remember, it's to the straight direction. Are you going straight or diagonal? This is straight. Left hand up. Okay, that's good, Jeff. Okay, so look, this is the hands. The hands, if I don't turn, it's like this. Okay, they kind of make just a circle. If you imagine them, here's a circle. My left hand's going to go, they're kind of level. My left hand's going to go up, my right hand's going to go down. They're going to do a quarter turn. Okay, and then you end up over here. Then you make your fist and then step and throw it out. When you throw out your fist, that's when you can stop protecting your head. You don't have to worry about being hit in the head when you're trying to hit them in the face, okay? Instead, you're ready to do the strike, and then bend your knee and strike. So it's this kind of feeling, okay? Good. Good. Okay, no, that's good, Gail.
So the strike is straight.
The
I mean,
strike,
the punch.
the
I mean,
chop is from down to up. It's not a down thing, it's a forward thing. Okay. Basically try to hit them in the face, hit them in the nose. So it's your own nose height from here to here. Okay. From here, throw it out. Just launch it into their face. And maybe it doesn't hit them in the face. You just want them to go, that's enough, okay? Then bam, then they won't be able to stop you from hitting them in the chest. Not down though, okay? So you're still going like this. You're going up and down. It's from down to up. And the end position is up. There you go. Up and forward. From back to forward, down to up. Okay, that's better. That's pretty good. Yeah. And then just coordinate it with your stepping out. Coordinate with your stepping out like this here. Step together. Together, but the foot lands a little bit earlier than the hand. Okay. Okay, questions on it? Okay, not too, and so I want you to be careful, Jeff, and still not go down. I want you to feel like from here, look. See, my hand isn't going down. My hand's going up the whole time, basically, okay? So I'll go up more and then come down on it. Because I think it's basically just throwing it at them. And maybe the chance that you're hitting them in the face is not that good anyway. I don't know. Maybe. But there is a different thing I know when I did karate, and we had something like that, and then we did it like this, and we try to hit them, I think at the bridge of the nose, I think, with your knuckles, right? So then it was like down. It was like a down thing, and it was not to you hit somebody on something hard with the back of your hand, you're just going to hurt your hand. So if you throw it in their face, it isn't even too hard, I don't think. It's more of a just to get it there. Because if you hit them in the nose, it doesn't have to be very hard, right? But if you hit them with the back of your hand on their chin, you just might break your hand. So you don't maybe kind of don't want to hit them, maybe. But I mean, it'd be nice to hit them. You have to hit them kind of softly in the soft place. But still, so we have some momentum there, but not not the down thing with the knuckles. We're not using the knuckles or the face. Okay, we're using the back of hand. Okay. All right, let me see. Do the next one. So the next one is step forward, grasping the step pair block. I'm sorry, pair blocking punch. So it's back, connect, circle, step, punch. Let me see you do it. Okay. I'll watch you do it. Okay. Ladies look good.
Just under the elbow.
What's your question, Mike?
Is the fist under the elbow at the finish?
At the end, it's a pair blocking punch, so it looks like this.
Oh,
So-
oh, okay, it's the other way, inside. Okay.
Yeah, fist under elbow is like this.
Right.
The left hand on top in front, and this one is like this, right hand. Okay, so stop. So here's something that so I was leaving out. After you're here, the first thing, can you see? Sorry, I got this background. Let me see. Try to get in the white. Okay. Back and your right hand up and out. Then circle. Then like two hands of a clock. Or the hands of two clocks, but actually, okay, not two hands. So the first thing, it's like embrace the tiger. Embrace the tiger went and it went here. Let's see, here, and then okay here from here. And see, embrace the tiger went also up and out, and then it did roll back. So it's still got this up and out for the right hand. Okay, Don't just start from here and go. You know, just start circling it. You need to put it out first and then circle down. Okay. Okay, one more thing. All right, that's pretty good, Jeff. After you're out, then you're going to make a circle. Circle. The end circle is your right hand back in front. So here, palm up, left palm up. They circle down and they come back, and now they're opposite. They were like this, right hand down and left hand up. Now they're like this, basically. The left hand down and the right hand palm up, basically. Not up exactly because it's bent in, but facing back. Okay. So it has to go one whole circle. Okay. The right hand stays in front all the time. Then they separate. Okay. So don't cut it short. Don't go here and then just do the left hand. Okay. This is the parry part from here to here. Parry and block together. Okay. From here, separate. Okay. That's parry. This is also parry. Sometimes they call this movement deflect downward, parry, block, punch. Okay, this is the block. This is the parry. So it has to be in front again to parry. So here, parry, figure eight. Remember figure eight, figure eight, figure eight. Okay, so left parry, right parry, block punch. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it, Jeff. So Mike, extend your right hand more on the right side. Here and then all the way forward again, and then so the figure eight is like this. See, just swing. Basically, we're just swinging our arm. Swing it. Just swing it with the body turning. So here, and then bring it to your hip. Instead of as much to the side, then it goes just to your hip and punch on the right side. But still, you need to have the parry down. Okay. There you go. So that's right. Take the parry, take the figure eight, and then add the left hand. Okay. Following the right hand, and then separate them punch. They have to be connected together. That's it. Usually we teach it like this, I think. So from here, and then you come back and you circle, and then you touch here, and then you go forward. Now you're all the way forward here, and now you separate and step, and then you punch. Pretty sure I said it that way. But it's basically taking the step. It has to be taking two steps. 1, 2, punch, and it has to be the parry with the stepping, and then the left hand just kind of follows along, basically. Okay. Okay. Then step out with your left foot, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Left both stance at the end. There you go. Okay. All right, let's look at the cloud hands. What did we do last week? I think we didn't, everybody knew how to do cloud hands, I think is how it went. So I think we rushed through it because I ran out of time. But let me see you do cloud hands. We'll do it from single whip, and I'll just remind you, I'll do it with you one time. From single whip. Okay. We're gonna go back and turn right, and then your left hand's gonna just kind of come across and be kind of diagonally in front of you. And then we're going to, the left foot's gonna point straight. We're going to shift to the left and turn left and pull, pull. So when you come across here, my left hand is gonna come across like this and gonna keep my palm, my arm shape the same. Then my pull is gonna look like this. Just keep my hand the same, okay, the whole way. So don't turn and use the back of your hand. It's the palm because you're pull. So this is grabbing. Look, here's their arm over here. You go here, you grab them, and then you pull them, and you pull. Okay. So you see how when you pull, you grab them, pull. I want my palm to stay the same. Okay. So that's pulling. I don't know how you do pulling, but don't grab them and then turn. You can't turn it somehow because their arm is right there. You know, you're not trying to twist their wrist or anything. You're just going to turn yourself and open your left arm. Okay, that's the pulling. This shows pulling. Okay, so the first one is only pull. The other ones come up this way and they turn and then they pull for a third of the arc. Okay, so again, let's do it here. Back, turn, keep your palm facing out, then pull. At the same time, your right hand goes down. And when your arms are coming level, passing each other, then step. Then to the right, step. To the left, step. And now we step forward towards 12 o'clock. And then we make a hook. And then we do single whip again. Okay, so the hands are making this. Okay, basically, this is cloud hands. I want you to feel a circle up and down, pull down, ward off along the bottom, ward off till you get like halfway of this space here in front of you, okay? And then turn your hand going through the middle here, and then pulling to the side. We talked about this, I think, last week, and we understand this. One thing I don't think I said is that when you get here, we're making a whole circle. Look, if I don't move, we're making a circle like this. Okay. Basically, okay, circle. So what do I do here at the end? I don't want to just fall. I need to change from this pushing shape to this ward off shape, to this shape. And here's how I want you to do it. Your fingertips, I want you to imagine the arc, the line, the path of the fingertips. They get to here, and then I want you to keep them moving, keep them and roll them over, okay? And now your palm faces back, basically. So here to the side, I'll be turned like this, actually, okay? But here I'm going to stay this way. Then roll, turn your whole arm and make your fingers make a continuous path. And then keep going, okay? So there's no stopping. See? And there's no doing nothing. It isn't just here and then just let it fall down. It's changing shape. We do this in our two-person thing we call push hands, we make a circle, a similar type of thing, actually, only it's level. So we push and then we get kind of the corner, and then, but here's the person. You're pushing towards them. They get out of the way. They deflect you. As you miss them, you roll your hand over into ward off, and you're still pushing towards them. Okay, you're still connected to them. So even though you're not going to strike them anymore because they're not in that way, they're not there anymore. They got out of the way. You're hoping to push on them. Okay, get to their center, push them. They get out of the way. You roll and get into ward off now, and you're still touching them with your wrist. Okay, so this turn your hand. Well, I guess it is a little bit different, but I want you to make this circle, okay? On the bottom, it faces back, and then here it's facing out. So make that circle at the end of your pull. Pull, then that circle to change your shape of your arm, and then do this side, make that circle, okay? So make that little circle while your arms are changing which one is on top. And then you're ready to do the next one, okay? I want you to make an arc from here. From here. So your hand to come up a little, maybe face high, turn and come back down to shoulder, less than shoulder, okay? So it's gonna go up and down. Not just some people, we don't think about it and they just go like, up, okay? It is, it's hard, it would be harder to pull up. When you pull down, you can use your weight, okay, against them. When you pull up, now you're using kind of your legs. You know, you're kind of trying to lift them. We could lift them maybe other times, but not trying to lift them. You might want to lift their arm up if you're going to try to maybe hit them with your shoulder or something. Okay, you might want to just lift their arm out of the way. But here we want to take their body and move it. So we want to pull more down. So ward off up, turn over, pull down a little bit. Okay, let me see you make that circle. Don't go too far. Turn your hand kind of in middle. You guys gonna go now? Okay. All right. Thank you. Thanks for coming. All right. So circle. Okay. Circle. Circle. In front of you, turn it over. Okay. So that's where the two parts turning over. For us, mainly, it's kind of the same shape, ward off, then turn it over. So here's a clock, 12, 3, 6, 9, okay? At around 12 o'clock, we're turning our hand through 12 o'clock, okay? And then we're pulling to 3 o'clock. Then at 3 o'clock, we're changing. We have another circle. We have this, I told you, this two-person thing. And it looks like this, both sides. You know, when we haven't done any kicks yet. Have you guys done the kicks? You guys know how to do it already, right? So the kicks are like this, just the same kind of turn your hand, but more evenly than the cloud hands. So from here, open, kick. Kick, that's how we do kicks. Okay, so that's the kicks. But then if you, say, imagine you have two people. So here your hands are on them, right? They're on their wrist. They're like this. Your hands are on them. Then you change, and now their hands are on your wrist, and then you come down and up, basically. Well, usually we don't cross it. Here, and then open, see? And then at the outside, we, oh, okay, anyway, here, and then we have that anyway with a two-person thing. So same thing, when you're like this and you start to open, you get on their wrist, open, and now you have them. And then they do that to you, and then we just take turns doing that, okay? So this is kind of an important thing. We need to change from the palm to the wrist, how we connect to somebody. And at the same time, they will change. And we do that in a bunch of different places. At the top, we make a circle like this, and we come up like this, and we turn over. Now we have their arm, okay? My right arm is me, okay? This other arm is them. So they're like this, we come over, now we have them, and we could grab them, but we make a circle. Generally, we just keep the circle going. But it's a change from touching them with the back of your hand to the palm or vice versa, okay? So when you feel that they're going to grab you, you need to change. If your hand's like this and they change like this, they could grab your hand and do something to you. So you change to the ward off shape. Anyway, without somebody here to do it with, it's hard to visualize if you don't know how to do it. All right, so this little circle at the end. Okay, so let's look at putting it together then. So from single whip, back and turn, keep your palm lifted, point your left toe straight. You see, straight. Then first one is pull, and my hand is basically already almost in the ward off shape. So drop it and open my hand. Ward off, okay? The first one is pulling. Then make your little circle at the end, at the side. Then the right hand on top. Then change and step. Then the left hand going through the center here, turn it over. Step. Then the third one, step forward and toe points to the corner. And then end up in a single whip. And single whip. What do you think? You have a question, Mike?
Oh, I was doing reverse trying to mirror you, so I was finishing left when you're finishing right. So I gotta tap my back to you almost to do it correctly.
No, well, you can't. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, so right. So if you want to practice it, we'll practice it a few times. I'll do it with you.
Okay.
Okay. So first I'm over here. Single whip. All right. Cloud hands. Back. Turn. Punch your toe to 12 o'clock. First one is pulling. Pull. The right hand, don't leave it behind. They have to change places right here. Step. Then keep your both feet parallel, pointing forward. Then pull and step. Then pull and step forward. And single whip, make your hook step. Single whip.
Yeah, that was better.
Single whip is palm out. Again. So it starts and ends with single whip. Back, turn. Maybe make sure your right arm points straight right now. Pull. When we pull, remember the arms point to the straight direction. Step. 2, step. Step. Step forward. 3. I'm not sure I did it right. I'm not sure I did 3 of them. Do it again. Back and turn. 1 is pull. And step. Then 2. Ward off and pull. Step. Then 3. Step. Ward off to pull. And now, with this continuing turning, let your hip turn and step. Kind of just turn your hip, step forward with that, pointing to the corner, and then circle your hand to the corner, make your hook, step, single whip. Okay? So at the end, we're going to do this. it's going to go up, and then usually we're going to go like this, turn it over and come down. We're going to go here, turning it over, and then instead of pulling, we make a hook. Okay, we keep it, instead of going up and coming down, we're going to go up and then just more slowly turn it and make a hook. Okay, and the hook looks like, for us, looks like this. Now, some people make their hook like this. The main thing about our hook, that's good, Jeff, is you bend your wrist down and then bring your fingers together. Okay, we want to bend it enough. Okay, some people just make the hook with their fingers, but you guys are doing okay. Okay, so ours, well, at least my teacher used to just do this and they look kind of long. Some people try to bring their fingertips together like that. So we don't really do that ourselves, but at least I don't. But anyway, there's variation in there. But for us, wrist bent down basically all the way. And then your fingers almost come together already. Okay, let me see you do it. From single whip. All right. Cloud hands. 1. On your own, I guess. 2. Okay, 2. Okay, stop. All right, so Mike, we want this going on. You get to this side over here. We want ward off up, in the middle, turn over. See, and I'm in the middle here. You're over, you're like this. Okay, so if I think of it this way, I'm going to go from 9 o'clock up to 12 and back down to 3. Okay, it is more of a, think of it more like this. We're making this circle with our hands. So here, going through 12 o'clock and then pulling back down to 3 o'clock. Okay, so don't go here and all the way like to 2 o'clock with ward off, because you still have to turn your hand and now there's no room for pulling. You're already done, okay, just by turning your hand. We have that kind of in single whip. We go like this, and then we go, actually, you're supposed to go like this, single whip. You're supposed to step and be here, and then you open your arm and you put your foot down flat, and then see there's still room for extending it and having it facing out for striking. But for striking, you don't need that much room. You know, this can be strike. Okay, you don't need to like be striking from here, or even pushing isn't from here, right? Really, but anyway, they're over there. You're going to strike them. Boom, that's enough. Okay, that's enough there. If you feel pushing, you might want to start back further, maybe. I don't know. But so this one, going through the top, through the 12 o'clock, maybe 11, 12, 1, turn your hand over, pull. Ward off, turn over, pull. Show this, pull. Okay, that shows the pulling. If all you do is make the circle, then you're not showing, by the time it's over here, maybe it's not even turned facing out. So like I said before, if the pulling, we show this way, turn, so it's ward off, grab, pull. So the palm facing out is showing the pulling. And our pull, I don't know if I said this before, this is our pull, like that, okay? That's not how we usually think of pulling. You might think of pulling, grab, and now pull, like pull towards you. But we do pull towards us, we do push. So we're like this, let's see, from press, is it? And we separate and grab, then we come back and pull them towards us and push them away. Okay, so this is pull. What is that doing? They're there, you pull them towards you, and they go, ugh, and they try to stop you from pulling them. And that's when you push, okay? So it's to make them react, right? So if you just went like this to here, they're already kind of far away. Well, you can't even push them, right? So you're like this, grab, put, you can't do anything, push. So you need to get back, and when you move back, pull them towards you, and now you're set up for push. Okay, so you need to come back yourself, you pull them in, and now you can push them away, because then you have, some stored energy, right? You're ready to go push. But when the end of press, you're not ready to do anything. You're ready to grab, that's it. You need to pull before you push. Because you also can't go from here and just go back. If you don't pull them, you're not even touching them anymore, right? If they stay where they are and you go here, all you can really do is try to hit them with your hands, with two hands. That doesn't make a lot of sense either. So think pull, push, okay? And the timing would be, if you got good at it, you feel them try to stop you. You pull towards you, they are stopping you, go forward now, push. You go their direction, right? So here you press them, they go, ugh, but they don't fall over. Then you like grab them and go pull, push, okay? So that's what the name of it should be, probably. Pull, push or something. All right, so you have any questions on the single whip? I mean, the cloud hands? Yeah. Remember, that's too far, Mike. This is too far to come all the way over here and then turn it. Turn it here. I'll show you again.
Turn in the
Here.
middle.
Watch. Here. Turn it. Pull. So that a third of the arc, your palm is facing out now for this part. Okay, a third of it. Two-thirds, maybe half of the top part is ward off. Then turn it over. Then pull. Try to show the pull. Now, okay, I'll tell you a different way to do it. We had Master Chen Lei come and visit us once, and he showed us how to do cloud hands, how they do cloud hands, and they have a different understanding. They're trying to do something different. Basically, I'm not expert on Chen style, but basically, they want to have everything moving at once. So this looks more like your arm doesn't move, then you move it, then your arm doesn't move. Okay? I mean, turning wise. They want to turn all the time also. So from here, they're turning the whole time. See, so it looks similar to us. Okay? But they're already turning. They're turning they're always turning. And here they're done turning. I might be going too fast with it. And then this is as far as you could turn. From here, in to out. In to out. Can't turn anymore that direction. I don't know what the name of that is. Turn this direction. Can't go anymore. Then you do this. And now you turn the other way. Okay, this way. Then go in the bottom, you're turning. See? So the bottom is, here's my hand. I can say this is clockwise. You know what? One is pronate and one is supinate. I don't know which is which. Okay, so one of them, here's clockwise and then turn the other way, counterclockwise. So for this way, my hand's turning counterclockwise to itself. Then make a big turn so that it's now turning counterclockwise. And then on the bottom, I'm turning clockwise. See, counterclockwise, and then flip, I don't know, flip, what do you want to call that? But now it's the other way, okay? Facing back, basically, but more. And then on the bottom is turning. So the whole time, they're both turning. So you have more of this. I think they call that the silk reeling. Okay, where everything is turning all the time. Okay. So even though we get to the end here, it's still got a different turn than it does to get to face back. So it's got the same parts, but the timing is different. At the bottom, we don't think very much. At the bottom, when I learned this, we just felt like it just sort of swings along the bottom and keep it facing back. And nothing happens about it here. And then even still, not much happens. And then, so it's like one thing here, one thing there, and the rest was just ward off. But their ward off isn't that. Their ward off is still turning. Your body's turning, your arm is turning, your body's turning. And still here, it can't go anymore clockwise, right? So it has to change and go the other, counterclockwise. Okay, so that's how they do it. If you want to do it like that, if you want to do it like this, I'll say the top, not worry about the bottom, and just turn it smoothly. But that is still not this. Okay, it's not just ward off all the way, almost all the way, and then just turn it over or drop it down. Okay, it's still, so this is still closer to what we do, all right, than that. So this is not right, okay, because it's deflecting. You know what that is? Cross hands is just deflecting. Cross hands. We do it like this, but cross hands is more like this, okay, for application. I'm getting fuzzy now. Okay, let's see. So cross hands. Okay. Yeah. And all right, so we have that and we do it together, double cross hand, double ward off. But that's not cloud hand. Okay. So cloud hands has got pulling down in it. It's grab and pull, basically. Connect, grab, pull. So don't forget this pulling. Put that in there. Okay. So we cut short the practicing part and the reviewing part. So so let's stick this in now. What else do you want to review? What should we look at? Do you have any preference?
Uh,
No? Okay, let's see. Um, let's see. Embrace the tiger. Let's look at fist under elbow. I don't know if we've done that lately. All right. So fist under elbow is from pushing to the corner. Then we shift back. We make a circle to the other corner. Push your toes straight. Bring it in. Push to the side to the straight direction. Step and connect. Grab and step. Pull to your left hip. Get your hand, and now you're ready to step. Step and change your both hands. Make a fist with your right hand. And then lift up and finish your right hand, making a punch. Okay. I mean, we've done it, so let me just see you do it.
Where did we start? Sorry.
You start with, I'll do it with you again. Well, I'll do it. We'll do it together.
I'm pushing.
Push. That's the end of carry the tiger to the mountain. Back, turn, keep your hands up, just like single whip, level circle. Then bring them in front of you, just like single whip. Now instead of making your hook, come out, push. push to the side, step, and shift, connect. Keep your right hand back. Take a step and turn your left hand over. Now bring your left hand down by your hip and your right arm is just sticking out from your side, okay? Then make your fist and turn your left hand and step for an empty stance. Putting weight in, lift up and punch. Okay, let me see you do it. Let me see you do single whip. How about that? So do it from push and just go into single whip. Either direction. All right, go. Single whip. Okay. Mike, do it one more time. Okay. All right. So here's what I want you to have. We're missing something. Okay, watch me. I'll do it so you can see it better. Back, hands go flat. Not lifted, flat. Turn, curve your hands. Look, curve your arms. I'll show you this direction. Back, turn, see? Turn. Keep your hands going this direction, but I turn my body, I've got to curve my arms. Okay, my body's going, but my hands are not moving yet, really. My left hand's it has to start moving because, okay, it's attached to my body. But they're still over here, look, see? They're making curves back to where they started, my hands. Okay, curve. Then swing them to the other side. My foot's going to point to the corner. My body's going to point to this corner. Over here, back, my body points straight. Turn my body to point to the corner. I'm going to turn my body 90 degrees. I'm going to swing my arms the whole 880 degrees, basically. And I've got the opposite curve. See, from this to this. Okay, here, here. Then I'm going to shift back and I'm going to continue this curve in front of me. And now my palms are facing down. Here, in front of me, about middle of my body, solar plexus, say. Fingers point at each other. Fingers point at each other. Then out to the corner. And now my hands are lifted here, lifted a little bit. Then I'm going to make a hook and I'm going to turn my left hand. And that's when I'm going to, okay. Then I'm going to step and lift up my hand. And then I'm going to put my foot down and open my arm. And then I'm going to bend my knee and push out. There's a lot of parts. But the part we're missing the most is that big circle. So I want you to imagine this, basically. Maybe stand like in a horse stance, sort of. Big circle. Big circle. Then when your hands come back towards you, make your fingers point to each other. And this is still like deflecting. So you imagine something coming here and you go, okay, push down a little bit. We say in push hands, stick to it, okay? You don't have to push very hard, but you're going to touch it and put a little pressure so that you can move it, okay? that's the idea of sticking with in Tai Chi, okay? Touch something and then use a little pressure and move it. You don't have to grab it. It's enough to just touch it and push on it a little, okay? So push down, then come back up and make a hook, okay? So anyway, the big circle part we're missing. So through the middle here, and then just bring it back out. Okay, your right hand back out. And then big circle. So polishing a big table. Polishing. And then come back. Polishing. But polishing a table, right? You're pushing down too, right? So big, this is not so much feeling pushing down. Here, feel pushing down and then swinging. You know, you can't, if your arm is sticking out, you can't push down too much. But here you can feel a little bit more pushing down. But here's the difference. We want to show this, that they're connected, see? The first thing for single whip is that you grab someone, their wrist and their here, say, shoulder to in here, their upper arm, and you're pushing this way and you're pulling, throwing. Okay, look, throwing. So you can't go like this and leave it behind, your right hand behind, right? And just do the left hand. You want to use your whole body, throw. And then there's a follow through, basically, and then come back and kind of, it's not exactly, it is striking, I'll tell you what. So what is single whip? Single whip is throwing and then coming back and striking. And it's striking basically is whipping back. Okay, whip back, and you can imagine striking with the edge of your hand. That'd be like high pat on a horse, which maybe some of you don't know yet. I don't know. High pat on a horse, but with the with your wrist. Okay, so things you go like this, and their arm now. Say you go to pull them. Here's the thing. You pull them, they are not letting you. They're not being thrown. They're like stopping you. Then you go and you go like this up their arm. Their arm is still here. You go and you hit them here under their chin with your wrist. Okay, whip it back and hit them under their chin. You know, if you hit somebody there, you can knock them out, right? That's where you try to. That's a knockout punch. Is here. Okay, so I'm not expert, but the button. I think they call it the button, right? So boom, hit them under their chin. Okay, the so I think it doesn't even have to be too hard. But it's not, other styles do this. They do something like this, they come around somehow, and then they go like this. We don't want to strike anybody with the back of our hand and our wrist bent. We just sprain our wrist, okay? So it's not that, it's more hitting them with it, okay? So what's the difference? You could go like this and go and hit them in the throat. That's just not what it is. But here, the difference is if you go like this and imagine hitting them in the throat and then do this, then this isn't doing anything. So it is here and then near the end making a hook. So the end is the wrist part. And bend your wrist more, Mike. Bend it more. Yeah, there you go. So wrist come out, okay? Here, if I went like this, I used to teach it this way. Master Young corrected me. If you go like this, it stops here. It's like stop and then an extra thing. They need to be one movement, okay, and just that ends there, okay? So it isn't two movements. So it's better not to think of the striking with the side of your hand. It just puts an extra step in that we don't want, okay? All right, so, well, we're out of time now. So that's something to think about. You make the big circles, try to feel your whole body doing it, right? And then that's the big polishing a big table. and then put that in your single whip. Okay. We didn't talk about this part, but yeah. So so that's another person. So this is strike them or throw them, and then there's somebody over here, a different person, and you deflect and strike them. Okay, just push their hand out of the way and strike them. Okay, on the way to strike them, you move their hand not to hit you. Okay. All right, we'll stop here then. Well, thanks very much.
Right.
Keep practicing. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mike.
Thank you. Bye.